Arjun maintains unwavering faith in Lord Krishna in this chapter, but in exchange, the Lord promises to reveal the method for achieving wisdom and finding relief from all suffering to Arjun. He will even be freed from all the suffering associated with material existence. Krishna is still attempting to describe the procedure for realizing the truth about oneself and God, even though his vocabulary has changed from meditation to love-related concepts. The Lord explains the idea of heavenly love as well as human love for the divine. Krishna implores him to put all of his devotion to God into his deeds. Knowledge is the monarch of education, according to verse 2, and is regarded as the greatest of all mysteries. It is the purest form of knowledge, and as it enables one to directly perceive oneself through enlightenment, it is the pinnacle of religion. The reason why this chapter is referred to as the monarch of education is because it contains the essence of all other teachings and philosophies. The study of the Vedas and numerous other types of philosophies can yield the essence of knowledge. It is the most secret information since it enlightens us as to the distinction between the soul and the body. We can observe that people are educated in this secret information nowadays, but they are also educated in outside knowledge. For example, being educated in various other departments like politics, astrology, engineering, etc. There are so many departments of knowledge all over the world, yet there are no universities in this area of study. And still, people are placing great stress on the bodily necessities of life, not caring for the vital source. Lord Krishna also makes reference to the holy Om, which is regarded in Hinduism as the most sacred sound and the source of all existence. Devout yogis and practicing Hindus frequently recite the sound Om, which stands for the primordial voice of creation. In this verse, 9.15, the Lord informs Arjun that the Mahatma is a person who is completely engrossed in Krishna's consciousness and has no knowledge of anything else. There are still some people who don't quite fit the Mahatma mold, but they nevertheless worship Krishna in various ways. Some of them have already been characterized as being in hardship, needing money, being inquisitive, or working to increase their knowledge. There are still some who are lower and are divided into three. Here, Krishna explains to Arjun how he can use his deeds as a kind of prayer and worship. The yoga of devotion, known as Bhakti Yoga in yogic traditions, places an emphasis on love and gratitude for God. Since we are all living things and hence a part of Krishna, we are all indivisible from him. Therefore, our relationship with the Supreme Lord is the most private and intimate relationship we have. God is revered as the Supreme Father and Provider of all things. As previously said, a large portion of this generation rejects the existence of God. They claim that God is either non-existent or just a figment of man's imagination. Or the notion that such a supreme being exists is merely an ancient superstition. Krishna emphasizes that even if a person's physique changes as they grow older, they remain the same as individuals. Their body is like a car, and it needs a smart driver to operate them. The body dies when the individual living soul departs from it. There is a beginning and an end to every body. However, each body's spirit soul is immortal. In the final stanza, which is verse 34, Lord Krishna urges Arjun to join his consciousness with God in genuine form and asks him to become his follower. Even more, the Lord promised that there would be no room for uncertainty and that it would unquestionably result in his attaining God.